Hey everyone, this is the Pixel Buds Pro 2. It's the update to the earbuds I've been using for over a year already, the original Pixel Buds Pro. I've been using this new version for a few days now. I'll share my review, but first, some disclosures. Google provided these buds for review. They don't have editorial feedback over what I say. These are all my honest opinions. I'll start with the case. It looks very similar to the original. The shape and the feel are the same. There's really only one obvious difference. It has a tiny speaker that rings when you're trying to find the device. When you open the cover, the Buds Pro 2 sticks out more than the original, making them easier to take out of the case. By default, these buds have the medium ear tips, but inside the box, you also have extra small, small, and large. Definitely recommend trying at least two sizes. The medium was too loose on me, and the fit was much better when I tried on the large. Within the Pixel Buds app, there's a seal check that takes about 6 seconds, but not sure if it's really accurate since it told me that the medium ear tips were fine, even though they were not a great fit for me when I was wearing them. The Pixel Buds Pro 2 are light and very comfortable even for extended use. When I had the medium tips, it got uncomfortable for about an hour. Didn't have that experience when I switched to the large. You could also twist to adjust the fit even more. According to Google, this shape was created after analyzing millions of ear scans and conducting real-life wear tests to find the Pixel Buds Pro 2 fell out 3 times less often than the leading earbuds. I wanted to test this out myself on a run on a treadmill. My problem with the original Pixel Buds Pro and Apple AirPods Pro is that they weren't very secure while running. I get very sweaty and they would always feel like they'd fall out. I ran on the treadmill with the Pixel Buds Pro 2 and after sweating they stayed on, but I still wouldn't recommend these Buds Pro 2 for running, and I'll tell you why. On slower speeds they're great, but on faster speeds I would hear thuds on the buds when I'm bouncing down. They're very distracting. I thought there was maybe a loose part inside the buds, but that's not the case. I think it's the way that the buds or the tips are moving in my ear while I'm running. I'm not an audio expert, but they sound great to me. Vocals are clear and bass is satisfying. I listen to a lot of hip hop and R&B, so I like having bass. What's great about the Pixel Buds Pro 2 is that it has a customizable equalizer. You could use presets like heavy bass, light bass, balance, vocal boost, and clarity. But then if you tap the settings, you can adjust the sliders even more to your liking. And since we're talking about the app, you could also check the battery levels of each bud as well as the case. You could also change the touch controls. Tapping once on either buds is play or pause. Double tap is next track. Triple tap is previous track. You could also press and hold and customize this behavior. For me, press and hold on the left is to change between transparency mode and noise cancelling. Press and hold on the right side is Gemini. Slide forward is volume up. Slide back is to lower the volume. No complaints here on these gestures. They're very simple. They work very well for me. Transparency mode is really good on the Pixel Buds Pro 2, and it's one of those things that just works and you don't notice how good it is until you turn it off. With transparency mode, you're hearing everything normally like you're not wearing any buds. If you turn it off through the app, the sound is muffled because your ears are literally covered by these earbuds. Noise cancelling is fine. They're great at reducing noise on our balcony, light traffic outside, coffee shop, or office during calls, but there's still noise that comes through. For example, when I'm near a water fountain, I could still hear those noises. Gemini is fine. I can push and hold the right bud to activate it. I could also say the Hey G to bring it up. This also supports Gemini Live, where you can have a conversation with Gemini. You could actually interrupt if the answer is too long, just like having a conversation. You can activate this by saying, Hey G, let's talk. And when you're done, you have to double tap the buds, which is not very obvious at all. It would be great if this was changed to a verbal command instead, like saying thanks, I'm done. Battery life is great. A real life usage example is a full day of working at the office, taking various video calls, listening to music, watching videos, or just turning on noise cancelling without music to help focusing on tasks. The buds lasted without any low battery warnings. Charging is done through the USB-C, and you could also use wireless charging. If you open the case right next to your Pixel phone, you'll get a pop-up notification of the battery levels for the case and each bud. So overall, just like the original Pixel Buds Pro, the Pixel Buds Pro 2 is a solid choice for earphones. Great fit, better fit than the first version, good quality sound and noise cancellation. Also love that you could adjust the equalizer to get the sound that you prefer. It also has excellent transparency mode and battery life. If you already have the original Pixel Buds Pro, then the fit is better and more secure. The sound quality and noise cancellation are about the same to me. Again, I'm not an audio expert, but to my ears, they sound the same. no big difference. So I don't think it's worth upgrading if you already have the originals. But if you have the budget, then you'll definitely be happy with the Pixel Buds Pro 2. This is what I'll be wearing day to day at the office. But for flights, I'd probably still prefer to use my over-the-ear noise cancelling headphones. Hope this review was helpful. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanks for watching.